Welcome back. Time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching you. Joining me now is Payne Capital Management President Ryan Payne. Also with us is Adam Johnson this morning. Ryan, thank you for joining the conversation.
Great to be here, Maria.
Good to see you as always. Look at this market. Hello. Futures up 1,200 points right now after President Trump suspended the attacks on Iran for 2 weeks. The price of oil is down as the Dow is up 1,234. The NASDAQ is up better than 3%. Check out Brent crude down 14%, and crude oil is down 16 1/3%. That is sitting at 94.52, falling below 95. Tehran has agreed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And oil companies this morning are down along with the price of oil. Take a look. All the majors down about 5% or more. The president posted this on Truth Social. Quote, "We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis for negotiation. I will be speaking with President Trump in an exclusive Sunday Morning Futures interview this weekend. Join us on Sunday for the 45th and 47th President of the United States. President Trump, Sunday with me on Sunday Morning Futures at 10 a.m. Eastern. Your thoughts on this market, Ryan?
Well, I was saying yesterday, you were on the show, World on Wall Street. You were telling the guests, like, this thing is going to melt up if they get this resolved here, the Strait of Hormuz. And as I like to say, markets don't settle down, they settle up. And that's exactly what you're seeing this morning. And I think kudos, Adam and I, we've been very, very bullish the whole way through because the whole world needed that strait open. It's starting to happen, and markets look to the future. And we know earnings, you said earlier in the show today, Adam, 6 consecutive quarter of double-digit earnings growth is pretty awesome, and margins at an all-time record high because we have this, basically this AI revolution going on, an efficiency revolution going on. Markets start looking at the future. It looks very, very bright here.
I was looking at volume. I was looking at hedge funds, what they were doing, and I felt that there was a pivot coming about a week and a half ago, and I felt that this market was about to rip, and all you really needed was the strait to be open. And I think this is just the beginning. What do you think in terms of a longer time horizon looking out into 2026 on these markets?
I totally do. You didn't mince words. You were right on it, Maria. And I think what I look at is, and this is something we haven't talked about in a while, but there's so much cash still on the sidelines. If you look at those money market funds, which I follow closely, up to $7.8 trillion sitting in money market funds. That's a lot of money. It's an absolute record. Yeah. So there's still so many investors that aren't in this market. And if we know the fundamentals are very, very good here, that money at some point is going to have to come in. You're going to have that FOMO moment again. So I think you got a big runway here for stocks.
I totally agree with you. And you guys have stayed bullish throughout this. Thank you so much, helping our viewers. You both were continuing to say, no, longer term, this is where you want to be.
Yes.
Now, we're about to enter earnings season, Adam. Okay, yep. You got the major banks kicking off earnings season next week, with Goldman Sachs reporting on April 13th. Financials expected to post some solid gains here, even in the face of these geopolitical uncertainties. What do you want to do going into earnings? What are we going to hear from corporate America next week?
Well, first of all, I think we're going to get a couple of very important messages from the banks. Number one, credit quality is very good. Yep. People are employed. Personal balance sheets are very strong. Corporate balance sheets are very strong. So I think we're going to see very solid earnings out of the banks, even though rates are still elevated or certainly higher than we and the president would like to see. I think that's one theme. I think another theme is the notion that private credit is somehow the next great financial crisis. No, it's not. It's limited to a handful of companies. In fact, the size of the private credit market is about 1/10 the size of the public credit market. And if you add treasuries and then municipal debt into that, it's about 1/30. So it's contained. I think that'll be an important theme. And as we know, the banks lead off the earnings season, and when banks do well, it generally means that earnings are going to be strong.
Well, we also have to talk about growth and AI, which, of course, you both have talked about. Both own NVIDIA. PIMCO reportedly in talks with Bank of America to help finance a roughly $14 billion debt deal for an Oracle data center in Michigan. Now, this project is tied to powering applications for OpenAI. It marks another major push into AI infrastructure financing. So do you want to buy NVIDIA in this rally today? I don't think I want to wait anymore for getting into NVIDIA.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to own NVIDIA. You also want to own Oracle, by the way, a recent addition for us. Oracle is down 60% from the high. And, yeah, the fact that banks want in on this deal is very powerful, yeah.
What do you think, Ryan?
I mean,
the AI trade.
AI trade is, I still think, look, I think you have another leg up there, Adam, I'm with you, but I think there's so many other places to put your money right now. Like, all those hundreds of billions of dollars to build this infrastructure infrastructure. Where it's going, it's going to go to material stocks. It's going to go to this fact that we're electrifying the entire economy right now. You have this, you have all this industrialization going around the world. So I would re-diversify your money, not just into tech right now. Own those materials, those industrials, utilities, lots of places to
By the way, Sterling Infrastructure builds data centers. It's one of the ones we own. It's been doing very well.
Okay. Well, look, I mean, President Trump has led a reindustrialization of this economy, getting supply chains back to America. That's creating jobs, and it's creating a whole new growth story in terms of the stocks to own there. I totally agree with you on that. Ryan, thank you.
Thanks,
Good to
Maria.
see you.
Great to see you.
Always a pleasure. Adam, you're with the All Morning Long. We're so grateful for you for that. Quick break, and then we got New York Congressman Mike Lawler here on the other side of the break. Don't miss it. You're watching Mornings with Maria live on Fox Business. We'll be right back.